Welcome to the Legacy Network, bppaln.org, the Party Report. I'm ECBO Holiday. Attorney General Merrick Garland has appointed a special counsel to investigate the mishandling of classified documents discovered at the former office used by President Biden and at Biden's home. Garland said Thursday former U.S. Attorney Robert Hur will lead an investigation. Garland's announcement, Biden's lawyers reported they discovered a second batch of classified documents in the garage of Biden's home in Delaware, with one other record found in an adjacent room on Thursday. Biden downplayed the incident, saying the documents have been under lock and key. Republicans on the House Oversight Committee have promised to launch their own investigation, accusing Democrats of double standards in their treatment of former President Donald Trump's mishandling of hundreds of classified documents found in his Mar-a-Lago residence in Florida. The governor of Alabama and Georgia the governors of Alabama and Georgia have declared a state of emergency after severe weather swept across the southern part of the United States, killing at least 7 people. The National Weather Service reported 36 tornadoes, including a large and extremely dangerous twister that caused damage to downtown Selma, Alabama. In California, officials have issued an evacuation order for low-lying areas of the Salinas River Valley, where floodwaters threaten to turn the Monterey Peninsula into an island. Scientists say the ocean temperature has reached an all-time high last year and that human activities are warming the planet. Warmer ocean temperatures cause heat waves, droughts, floods, and hurricanes. A new study says ExxonMobil was fully aware of the link between fossil fuel emissions and global warming, but kept hiding the discovery to make maximum profits, and that Exxon knew as early as 1970 the disastrous climate path that is now wreaking havoc across the planet. In South Korea, South Korean President Yoon Suk-yeol has said his country could build its own nuclear bomb or ask for more help from U.S. troops if North Korea increases its nuclear threat. The International Campaign to Abolish Nuclear Weapons says ignoring international laws regarding the development of nuclear bombs is pouring oil in a grease fire. Meanwhile, President Biden is meeting with Japanese Prime Minister to reinforce their military cooperation to counter China's military strength. In California, the Los Angeles Police Department released videos of the violent arrest of Keenan Anderson, a 31-year-old black school teacher and father who died hours after his encounter with police on January 3rd. The video shows officers tackling him to the ground in the middle of the street as he begged for his life. The officer electrocutes Anderson for 30 seconds with a taser, while several other officers held him down face first on the ground, then tased him again for 30 more seconds. He was taken to the hospital in Santa Monica, where he died later that day of cardiac arrest. His cousin is Black Lives Matter co-founder Patrice Culver. The United Nations is warning the USA that Title 42 pandemic policy is a human rights violation. Title 42 has stopped over 2 million refugees from seeking asylum at the border. President Joe Biden says he will expel all Haitian and Cuban asylum seekers back to Mexico. The United Nations said in a statement that the right to seek asylum is a human right no matter the color or the person or their origin. In Florida, Democrats are urging President Joe Biden to revoke the visa of former Brazilian far-right President Jair Bolsonaro to remain in the U.S. after he fled Brazil. Bolsonaro is living in a condominium in Orlando, Florida, as he faces criminal charges in Brazil. Democrats are concerned about the attack on the Brazilian Supreme Court led by Bolsonaro using the military and armed forces in an attempted coup after losing the election on January 8th. In New York, Democrats of the New York Congress introduced the George Santos Act to penalize Congress members who lie about their qualifications. Republican George Santos fabricated his life history before being elected. Republicans refused to hold him accountable. In Arkansas, Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders signed an executive order banning the use of the word Latinx. Moderna has sparked backlash after announcing it will increase the cost of the new COVID vaccine by 5 times before it becomes available. The World Health Organization declared Ebola in Uganda is over and has been eradicated. Uganda has eradicated Ebola, and the World Health Organization wants the rest of the world to take notes. And that's the report. As usual, the question is, where do we go from here? This is the Legacy Network, BPPALN, the party report on ECBO holiday.